In this video, we are going to continue to configure role claims for using role-based authorization. Let's take an action. We should also configure client MVC application. So let me go to the client application now. As you remember, in the last video, we have configured the identity server with config and test users. So let me close this one and go to the MVC client application, Movies client application. So go to the startup CS. We have also OpenID configuration in here. So once we changed anything about the identity server configuration, we should also update this configuration. So as you know that we have a email scope, so we should extend these scopes as a roles, right? By this way we can carry this role information from identity server to this MVC application. Also after that we can restrict our token validation parameters. So we can add a token validation parameters which provide to validate your token if exists parameters or not. For that purpose, under the options, I'm going to add new option in here. Let me last phase. I can adding the token validation parameters in here. You can also check the what is the token validation parameters. It is basically validate the token if these claim types exist or not. If these claim types not exist, then gives an error. So let me import the namespaces from identity model and also claim types identity model. Okay, by this way we verify that once you get the token should have this given name and role claims. Also we can verify that from the debug window. And okay, now we finished our development. Let me close all tabs, build the application. Now we have lots of projects, so let me summarize the run profile. And yes, it is build succeeded. Let me right click and properties. No, we should not this one now. I'm going to remove launch of browser for identity server and API project because we don't need to use anymore these browsing options. I'm going to right click the Movies API, properties, and remove the launch browser. Okay, the only thing what I want to see is Movies MVC client project, right? Okay, now we are ready. And of course this project still is running with the project console window. We can follow the logs in the console window, but now we can run our application. Let me run our application. Now we have running all three application, and we have a Chrome window for the MVC application. Okay, we have already put the debug in our index method. So let me log out and log in again. Yes, click the movies and we will follow the role information now. Alice A1 and the debug breakpoint comes in here. We can directly check the user claims and see that role information comes or not. Yes, this time I can't see the role information now. Let me check the offline and I will give the information to you. Okay, I found the problem. Problem was occurring when we are adding the new claims. So let me go to the startup CS, go to Movies client MVC application and go to startup CS. When we are giving the role as a scope in here, this is the OpenID configuration. Locate the OpenID configuration under the configure service in the startup of the Movies MVC client. As you know that we have added the role scope as a information in here, but it is not enough for us. We should also map these claims with the JSON-K. So that's why I'm going to add one more configuration in here. Otherwise it will not be moving the role information under our user.claim information. This is the options.claim action provide to some claim actions. So we are going to map unique JSON-K role as a role. So that means is provide the user information can be reached the role information when they populating the claims. That's why it is important, and we should also add this line of code with the adding the role scope. So after that, let me refactor a little bit this place. Okay, after these changes, let me test our application now. Before that, I have a breakpoint under the movies controller, and we have a login operation. We will check the claims in here, but token information, we are going to check token information in the HTTP handler. Put the breakpoint in here, because as you know that we have a interceptor, so token will not be happen in the controller classes. Token will be retrieved when we are sending requests in the interceptor. So that's why we have two breakpoints, and let me run our application and see what's happened now. Okay, all applications are running. Okay, our Chrome window came in here. So when I click the movies, it navigates the login page. I'm going to write Alice A1, and once I hit the login information, it is come here with the login token method, and as you can see that user claims, we will see the now role information, right? Role as a user. Okay, hit me F5 and see the token information also. This is the delegating handler class, so we can access token in here. Let me copy the token and inspect in here, so we can inspect the token in here. Okay, so let me paste in here. Okay, see that the generated token has some scopes, and under the scopes we have email, movie API, and role information. So by this way, we can carry the role information from identity server to our MVC client application. So basically we can manage to get role information in our log and also generated token. So let me hit the F5, and you can also check the role information in here. As you can see that our debug output log information written these logs under the output window. You can verify the role information as a user. Also you can quick test for the other role. Let me log out movies. This time I am going to log in with the Bob B1. So I expected to get the claim information as an admin, role as admin. Yes, now we also verified for the Bob, and we have logged for the Bob information. In the next video we are going to make some role based claim authorization.